where you got the washer
Oh,
and
yeah.
dryer, or washer and dryer, all in one unit. But the washer went bad, so she hasn't been able to wash for a few days. So Brian felt pretty good when I called him and told him that, Kurt got the washer in for him, you know? So, he'll be happy tonight, or he'll be on the outside looking in. Yeah.
Well, I have to get going to work, but Kiefer and Steve are gonna be videotaping.
Mhm.
Dad's in charge of the cassette.
Well, I'm not talking to you. If you had that, stuff just online, I could bet you all kind of stuff. Tell you all kind of goofy stories, like when I talked about William the Conqueror. Holy shit, what did you give a shit about somebody who acted then? Well, the Battle of Hastings was a really important event. You know, because that's when England took over, and then the next 300 years in England were all the Plantagenets. They were all our ancestors. And like you could come back to like 1215, when they signed the Magna Carta, the King of England at that time was John Lackland. He was one of our ancestors, and he had I mean, if you look at the Magna Carta, it was very important for how democracies and all that sort of thing were formed. And he was kind of forced into signing it, or less than signing it.
Just wondering if I should.
Other ancestors on that same string was King Edward the First. You ever see, what the hell is it, Braveheart?
Yeah.
You ever watch the movie Braveheart?
Yeah, that was great.
Remember Edward the First, Longshank they called him? He had, he was dominating the Irish. Well, he's one of our ancestors. He was a real prick too. See, I remember in the movies, I guess there's some, his son had a fruity friend, and his son was trying to stick up for his fruity friend and said he was a good advisor. And so the king, our ancestor, Edward Longshank they call him, threw his ass out the window from about the 18th story in a tower.
Oh,
And so he was nice. And then the
he was nice.
He was a nice
You know what,
guy.
Dee Dee's gonna leave. We'll try the best to, keep this recorded, but you may have to bleep some of this out.
Oh,
Well, it
yeah.
depends on what you want to do with it. If you're related to me, you probably understand what the hell the words mean.
And then I guess you're gonna talk about the Lenape
Yeah,
Indian.
yeah.
Oh, yes, let's talk about the Lenape.
I don't know any of the Lenape.
See you later then.
I know the
Alright.
Shawnee.
Thank you. What
A mohawk.
What are our ancestors?
Well, there's several versions. My grandmother, her friend Shirley Wiltzel is actually qualified as an Indian. I mean, she's involved in the tribe.
This is Irene's mother-in-law he's talking
We'll
about.
see you later.
We all know
Irene's
Irene.
mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Irene. Tell them about
I
Irene's
see.
mother-in-law,
Bye.
Shirley
Have a good
Westmore.
day.
Well, anyway, Shirley was
See ya,
sick.
take
Bye,
care.
Trace.
You'll be
Yep,
more
take
interested
care.
in this
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Well, Shirley,
Glad you got to come over.
Shirley is the one that told me.
Thanks.
Well, I was talking about our grandfather. Grandfather was my great-grandfather. He died in 1927, but his mother died when I was 6. I mean, not his mother, but my grandma's mother. It was Marianne Miles married John Thompson. Well, when I was a little kid, I kept getting these stories from Uncle Nels about his father. He was the youngest of about a dozen, youngest boy, and Grandma was the youngest. She was the girl. There was only one other girl. There was like 12 of them in the Thompson family, whole bunches of them. And Mamacita, I use that. That's her handle on
Facebook?
no, on
Email.
But what she does is she I was telling her about, Uncle Nels used to tell me all these goddamn bullshit stories when I'm growing up, and I says, oh, he says, some of those aren't bullshit. He says,
Some of them are real.
I says, well, let me give you an example. He had this over
Hey,
under.
she wants to just, she
I
has
have to get going to work.
Okay,
seeing
if
you.
that's the kind of guy you want to be.
I'll be back. Maybe you'll still be here.
I'll still be talking, right?
Yeah.
I'll go back and eat a
He
little.
doesn't wind down.
I
He
think I'm
doesn't
gonna
wind
be.
down.
Oh, he doesn't wind down till. I should be okay. I
Till
think
Okay.
I'm working till 5.
Okay.
So keep the
I hope to be
stories
on the road
going.
before then. It takes me 5 hours to get home. But anyway, Shirley, I told him about somebody says, oh, she was in this ancestry stuff. That should got me a little interested. And he says, oh, I'll send you some things. So she sent me a whole packet of stuff. But one of them that really caught my attention was an article in the Tunkhannock Democrat Gazette or something.